Welcome back. I'm Steve ROI Brown. This is AI Made Simple. I help folks adopt AI, help companies adopt AI. And so you're here because you're AI curious, you're wanting to use it, you understand that the future is going to be all about it. And the more prepared you are and the more confident you are with it, then the more that you get to choose the direction that you're going, right? And so that's what we're doing. So today, here's what I wanted to talk about. Last episode, we talked about how hard it is for a leader to clearly communicate their vision that's in their head. It's hard. I mean, we tell people so many times, and I'm always surprised at what I thought was clear, what was said hasn't sunk in. And I'm not the only one that deals with this. Everyone does, but it's the secret power of a great leader to have clarity and to first establish clarity in your own mind and be able to communicate it clearly. And so what does that have? AI is such an awesome tool to clearly get your message in a way that people get. Our brains crave information in the form of a story. And it's hard to always be thinking of how to create a story about something on the fly, and much less a big vision. And so AI is so excellent at that. So let me show you. I'm going to share my screen. Do a window, make sure I'm doing the right thing here. Here we go. Perfect. So, as a blind spot, a leader's blind spot is getting that vision clear in folks' heads. And a vision, when you can turn it into a story that your team gets, it's so awesome. It's a silent struggle vision. Everybody's rowing to some point on the horizon. And oftentimes we think everybody in our team, and they want to, but if you go around and poll the room, they're not all rowing to the same point on the horizon. And, we have a clear picture of where we're going, but our team doesn't. And so it's like frustrating to articulate it so that it resonates with everyone that you're wanting to lead. And without this clarity, it's hard. It's a competitive advantage if you can get this, if you can get the secret power, right? And that's where AI comes in. So I ran into this book in my past called Vivid Vision. It's by Cameron Herold. And it's an awesome framework to clearly communicate what you stand for, where you're going. And it's a simple process to do it. Here's the book. If you want to buy it, I highly recommend it. And it's something that was really helped me. I spent time and got a deck together to communicate to my team where I saw our company going, right? And so this is the tool that's great to do that. You can get the Kindle version or the audio book, paperback. Either way, I highly recommend it. And so I'm waiting on my resources here. They're fighting. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to show you soon. Here we go. So I'm going to show you we're back in business. So we're going to, you've read books, you've watched videos, you've gone to conferences, you got all this stuff. And I'm going to show you how to use Notebook LM to get all of your thoughts and inspirations put into place and start doing it. So for example, today, this is Cameron Herold, and this is on YouTube. It's Writing Your Vivid Vision with CEO Whisper, Cameron Herold. And it's a great video, but he's going through and talks about the essence of the book. And so what you can do is you can get this recording, okay? You can bring it into Notebook LM. Notebook LM is a free product um, by Google. So you just go to notebooklm.google.com, you open it up, and then you're going to have, you can start a new notebook. And so we've already started one here. So what I did was you can come in and add all of your sources. So imagine you've got videos. Maybe you saw a great YouTube video that really inspired you. You can upload that video by posting that link to that YouTube video right here, and it'll upload it in here and ingest it and give you a synopsis. But you can also do this with copy text, website links, Google Slides, Google Docs. And you can send it out to go and discover sources that you may not be aware of. And so if you wanted to, you could say, hey, go and find more information about vivid vision and how to communicate clearly to your team. And it will go out and find items for you, and then you can pick and choose what you want to do. It's going to add it to your source section over here. And from the source section, you can start to use this LLM. This is a Google product, so it's like really excellent. But imagine now you have all your sources in here. You can go and ask it to perform a function. So what's the fundamental purpose and scope of a vivid vision document? And so what it does, it goes through all the sources. It doesn't go out like typical LLMs. It stays within this box of the sources you want it to refer to. And then it'll give you the citations on where in the video is that point is discussed. And so you can see these everywhere. And so now you've got, you're into a document and you're getting to the essence of it. But what I want to show you today is the secret power of clearly communicating. It has what's called a video overview. It's got an audio overview. You can create a mind map. You can even ask it to write a briefing document, a study guide, an FAQ, a timeline, and it does it in seconds. And so if we want to look at the briefing document, this gives us the essence of what this video is about. And you can use this in many ways. Maybe you want to design a presentation. Maybe you want to use it for whatever case, but here it's gone through and quickly got you all the details of that video. It can create a study guide. So imagine you want to like brush up on a specific topic you're about to go teach. You can bring your sources in here and then ask it to create your quiz, your answers, glossary of terms. It's amazing. This is just an amazing tool. But in particular, let's go look at this. So first of all, I like this. I love this mind map. This is another great interactive way to show folks the breakdown, mind map of your vivid vision. So at purpose and importance, it's going to break it down into all of these components and goes deeper for each of those. So imagine how this can help you communicate complex concepts or topics, right? And so you don't need to design the presentation. It's already done for you. You just need to get the information that would help you be impactful. Next, I want to show you this. So there's also an audio overview. So maybe you want to share something with the folks that are going to, you do the presentation and you want to leave behind. This is an interactive. So you can click on this, and it's basically a podcast between two folks that's going to talk about the essence of this particular document that we have checked here. But what I wanted to cover today is the video overview. So you just click video overview, and it'll start generating one. but I've already got one here. And so let me make sure I have my sound shared. So hang on just a minute. All right. So I got my team listening. They'll give me a heads up whether where the sound is coming through.
Welcome to the Explainer. Today, we're going to break down a really powerful leadership tool called the Vivid Vision. Now, this thing is all about getting your entire organization, everyone, laser focused on a single shared future. So let's just dive right in. Okay, but first, I've got a question for you, especially if you're a leader. Be honest, is everyone in your company really, truly pulling in the exact same direction? You know that feeling? When it seems like everyone's working super hard, but they're kind of all rowing in slightly different directions. Well, if that feeling of, let's call it organizational fog, sounds familiar, then the Vivid Vision is the tool that's designed to just slice right through it.
All right. So imagine let's say you have new employees coming on. Wouldn't it be cool to have videos that they can watch that are in line with your vision, your HR policies, whatever that may be? Imagine you could bring in your HR policies, the text, the PDFs. You can choose a file and upload the files, whatever you wanted to do, and bring that in. And you could create videos for your team to watch of whatever's important. And this is the secret power of clearly communicating to your team. This is amazing technology that can quickly solve so many problems. It's the leaders that you appreciate, the most successful businesses, if you go in and study them, they've got clear standard operating procedures. And if they have standard operating procedures, well, if we deconstruct that, they sat down and said, what are our operating procedures? And so they got all this together and they put it in some sort of document, and they're able to translate that institutional knowledge to their team. And this is just a great lever that is interactive, that is perfect for our generation that desires to be fed in a particular, there's so many things competing for our attention. And the natural power of these Google products is it really understands empathy and story. And so it can design your materials, and you don't even need to tell it to do that. It already does it. It's got great insights.
Right? Trying to create a vision by committee, it's just a recipe for a weak, compromised, totally watered down document that doesn't inspire anyone.
And so this can do this with any resource. So what I'm going to do is now I'm going to stop sharing this particular window. Hang with me. We're going to go back to sharing the window. Here we go. Nope. We didn't make it. Hang on. That's showbiz, right? All right. Share screen. Go to the window. Here we go. And we're back. So now I'm going to show you how to do this yourself. So you've logged into Notebook LM. You've gone in and you've set up you created a new notebook. So you just click here and you start. This is the screen you're going to see, right? So we're going to hop back into your Vivid Vision. And now what we're going to do is we have found another video by Inspiring Others with a Clear Vision. You click on the share and it gives you the URL to this YouTube video. We're going to come back here. We're going to add the source. We're going to go to YouTube video. We're going to paste it and we're going to insert it. And watch how quickly it's already gone through that video and is ready to give us a synopsis. Okay. So if I just go, give me a quick rundown. So it's going to go through this asset because I have it checked. Now it's going to bring in her perspective, right? But if I go click video overview, you can see this one's still working, the one I clicked earlier. Then it's going to create one for this particular inspiring others with a clear vision. And so now it's off and away. And so it'll create that same video as the explainer that we viewed. Now, I don't know if you can hear this, but this this podcast is amazing. What I love about these podcasts that they create, the language that they use to explain it is so connects with your brain. That's the secret power of using the Notebook LM products and Gemini in particular. I think it has a great story-based empathy system in that LLM training that is just like, it's great text. It has great explanations and concepts. Let's see if you can hear. All right, so we can't hear that, but let me quickly reshare. With this tool, you have to share the exact tab to pull in the sound. So here we are. All right, so let's play this now.
Yeah, exactly. And our source material here is largely from Cameron Herold. People often call him the CEO whisperer. He's known for helping entrepreneurs make these big dreams, well, real.
Right. And our mission today really is to unpack what this vivid vision thing actually is.
Yeah.
You know, how do you make one? It's a bit of a unique process.
It is. And crucially, how can it actually help you or your organization get like real clarity and alignment? Because that's the big promise.
That's the goal. So should we start with the basics? What exactly is it?
Let's do it. So at its heart, it's this document, maybe 4 or 5 pages.
What's awesome about this, it formats it into a human-like conversation between two people that imagine you have your HR or your policies or whatever the big meeting is. They are maybe you do a monthly State of the Union, and you can take this and it creates it in a way that someone can consume in an interactive and awesome way that represents you really well and powerful, but it really connects with the brain of your listener. And so you're creating content that represents you when you're not around in a perfect way. Sometimes maybe even better than you could. And so that's the exciting takeaway here. All right, so this vivid vision, align your source. You see it takes several minutes, but when we click on this now, you can see it makes all the slides, it makes all the audio, it arranges it in a great presentation. Look at that, the brain and the mountain.
Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to break down this really powerful concept called the vivid vision. It's all about how leaders can take that super clear picture of the future that's stuck in their head and actually get it into the hands of their team. All right.
So here we go. You got a book, you got your vision, you've got an explainer, and now you're off to creating your compelling vision. And you've got all these tools. It's way better than a PowerPoint. It's way better than so many things. And it just took me a few minutes to get this done. So you don't have to spend weeks getting this together to lead your team. All right. And so using a little AI to get your thoughts clear in your head, to get it down in a format that your the folks that you lead, these are great tools. They're free. So if you need a little help getting this together, go to roionline.com right here. And let's get you a custom GPT. Just come down here and click custom GPT. This is what we're going to do. We're going to download all that subject matter expertise in your head. We're going to get it organized. We're going to get it structured. We're going to build you a custom GPT, not an off the shelf. It's going to speak your language. It's going to help you speak clearly to your team. It's a big lever. It's a competitive advantage. It's what leaders do. And I work with leaders like you to help you clearly communicate. I'm Steve Brown. This is another episode of AI Made Simple. Be sure to like, subscribe, share it, tell your friends and neighbors. And we'll see you next week on AI Made Simple.